Hare Krishna, Namaste. Chapter 12, which is entitled as Bhakti Yoga, Sloka 6 and 7, Part 2. Etu sarvāṇi karmāṇi mayi sannyasya mat-parāḥ ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyāyanta upāsate teṣām ahaṁ samuddhartā mṛtyu-saṁsāra-sāgarāt bhavāmi cirāt pārtha mayi āveśita-cetasām. But those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me, and being devoted to me without deviation, engage in devotional service and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pṛthā, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. In the previous session, we learnt about sarvāṇi karmāṇi, mayi, sannyasya. That there are two categories of karmas, laukika karma, vaidika karma. One must perform both these karmas. When one performs these karmas, they should be in the consciousness that they are not the doer, they are not the owner, and they do not expect any result in return. Rather, they do this as a devotional service unto Krishna. When one does this, one keeps Krishna as their goal, mat-parāḥ. Consider Krishna alone as their goal to achieve. Ananyenaiva yogena. This brings up a very important point, that a person who performs bhakti, they do that in the mood of devotional service. There are two types of bhakti nishtas. One is called swayam-prayojana bhakti nishta, whereas another one is called sadhana bhakti nishta. That is, a person who performs bhakti as upaya, as a mean to attain Krishna, are called sadhana bhakti nishta. Whereas swayam prayojana bhakti nishta are the ones who performs bhakti as itself a prayojana. They do not look for anything else out of it. They are called ananyenaiva yogena, that Krishna mentions here. This can be easily understood by a simple example. If we go to a mother and ask the mother, why do you love your child so much? First reaction from the mother will be shock, a bewilderment. What type of question is this? It is natural for a mother to love her child, and there is no any condition why she loves her child. She loves because she loves the child. That's it. Likewise, a bhakta performs bhakti because it is bhakti. He loves to do bhakti. So bhakti itself becomes a prayojana, the ultimate goal or result, benefit, nothing else. So for the bhaktas who are swayam prayojanas, performing bhakti is their means, and after they achieve the goal, performing their bhakti is again their means. In other words, the mean and goal for the swayam prayojanas are one and the same. There is no difference. Whereas the sadhana bhaktas, they consider the bhakti as upāyam, which is a means, a way to pray for Bhagavan Krishna as prapya, as the end result. Of course, they are also going to go and perform bhakti there when they attain Krishna. But the mentality or the consciousness of the swayam prayojana and sadhana bhakta nishta varies slightly. The variation is, while they are here in this world performing bhakti, the swayam prayojana, for him performing bhakti itself a prayojana, is a benefit. Whereas for the sadhana bhakti nishta, performing bhakti is a means to attain the benefit. The benefit is Krishna in this sense. And once they attain Krishna, they are again going to continue bhakti over there, devotional service over there. So the question is, what does these bhakti yogis does? What do they do on daily basis? There are 5 things that's been mentioned: dhyāna, archana, pranāma, stuti, kirtana. Dhyāna means without interruption one meditates upon the Lord, the Lord's beautiful form, Lord's qualities, Lord's pastimes. One even go to sleep thinking about the Lord. When one gets up, one think about the Lord. While eating, even that time one thinks about the Lord's mercy. When one faces some distress, difficulties, one meditates upon the Lord. Not that one only meditates upon the Lord when there are some difficulties. The point is, all the time one meditates upon the Lord through various things that happens in the life, the activities, during various activities that we do, that we already discussed in the previous part of this set of slokas, through the laukika karma or vaidika karma. So dhyana should be incorporated in whatever we do. Next is archana, offering articles like dhupa, dhipa, pushpa, that is flowers, ghee lamp, and so forth. Archana. That's another important thing that the bhakta does on a daily basis. One performs offering of various articles to the deities, to the Lord. The third is pranāma, paying obeisances, paying salutation. This is to indicate clearly that I am yours, I am your property. My body, my senses, atma, everything belongs to you. This is expressed by pranāma. Stuti, one glorifies the Lord by reciting the wonderful prayers that's written by the acharyas. So it is important that one recite glorification of the Lord every day. We are so conditioned to glorify many others who are not even fit to be glorified. But usually people glorify others in this material world to gain something out of that person. But the truth is that the only person who is fit to be glorified is Krishna, no one else. Therefore, one should make an habit of reciting some stotra, some slokas that's been written by the wonderful acharyas, great saints. And the fifth one is kirtana, nama sankirtana, japa or recitation of Bhagavatam and so forth. That all falls under kirtana. This must be a daily activities. One should chant every day the names of God, names of Krishna. And whenever the opportunity permits, one should do sankirtana. Devotees come together and chant the names of Krishna. And that is the purpose of satsanga, purpose of having good association. Otherwise, people coming together, not having even one word about Krishna, but talk other things, then that sangha is called asat sangha, bad association. Therefore, we should make sure when we get together, we are spending time thinking about, discussing about Krishna. We are spending time in chanting the names of Krishna. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridavritāh namasyantacha mam bhaktya nityayukta upāsate. This sloka we already went through in the 9th chapter, 14th sloka. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. One does all this out of love for Krishna. Say, if we ask a person, why are you doing all these things? Why are you chanting? Why are you going to the temple? Why are you hearing to these lectures? Why are you doing bhajan? Why? And when we get a response back that someone asked me to do it, or when we get a response back, I get some sort of pleasure by doing these things, or someone says, by doing this all my karmas will be finished, or someone may say, by doing this I don't need to come back again to suffer in this material world, or someone says, I will get moksha. These are various answers that we may get in response to the question why you are doing these devotional service. But when a person says, I am doing this for the sake of doing, because this pleases Krishna, and this is the person that Krishna is addressing here by the term ananyenaiva yogena. That is, a person adores Krishna by doing these things with love for Krishna. Such dhyāna, such meditation on Krishna, worshipping Krishna, prostrating in front of Krishna, singing Krishna's glories, chanting his names, all these are done out of love for Krishna. The idea is that Krishna being dear to them, all such acts relating to him also becomes exceedingly dear to the devotees. Now the next question is, if these devotees are so very dear to Krishna, what does Krishna do for such bhaktas? That is discussed in the 7th sloka. teṣām ahaṁ samuddhartā mṛtyu-saṁsāra-sāgarāt bhavāmi na cirāt pārtha mayi āveśita-cetasām. We can discuss this in our next session. Namaste. Hare Krishna.